Assalamualaikum everyone, this is Miraj Kamran here with very important video regarding subshells and electronic configuration. In this video I'll tell you what are subshells and how we can write electronic configuration for any atom. This video is actually the continuation of my previous video, which was a structure of an atom. So let's start. First of all, I'll tell you the definition of subshells. Subshells are actually further division of shells. In my last video, I have told you about shells and how we can fill electrons in shells. These shells of any atom are further divided, and these subdivisions of shells are known as subshells. These subshells are named with small letters, and they are named as S, P, D, F, and it is assumed that these letters refer to the visual impression shown by these subshells. For example, first subshell is S subshell, which stands for sharp, and the shape of S subshell is like this. Second subshell is P subshell, stands for principal, and the shape of P subshell is like this. Third subshell is D subshell, stands for diffuse, and the shape of D subshell is like this. Last subshell is F subshell, means fundamental, and the shape of F subshell is like this. There is a particular capacity of electrons for every subshell, like S subshell can hold only 2 electrons. The capacity of P subshell is 6 electrons, and D subshell can hold only 10 electrons, and capacity of F subshell is 14 electrons. Now I'll tell you how shells are divided into subshells. If you see this diagram, this is the structure of any atom in which shells are drawn. If you zoom in every shell you will see is divided into further divisions, and these divisions are actually subshells. So in this way each shell is divided into subshells. Now how every shell is divided into how many subshells, this I'll tell you. First shell is K shell, which can hold 2 electrons only, and it is divided into one subshell only, which is S subshell, which can also hold 2 electrons. Means both the electrons of K shell will be present in its one and only subshell, that is S subshell. Second shell is L shell. Capacity of L shell is 8 electrons. It is further divided into S subshell, which can hold 2 electrons only, as well as P subshell, which can hold 6 electrons. So second shell is L shell, and it is divided into 2 subshells, S and P. Third shell is M shell, which can hold 18 electrons, and it is divided into further 3 subshells. First is S subshell, 2 electrons will be filled in S subshell. Second subshell of M is P, which can hold 6 electrons. Third subshell of M is D, which can hold 10 electrons. So now you see 18 electrons can accommodate in M shell, and these 18 electrons are divided in subshells, 2 in its S subshell, 6 are in its P subshell, and 10 electrons are in its D subshell. So in this way third shell is divided into 3 subshells. Fourth shell is N shell, which can hold 32 electrons, and it is divided into 4 subshells. S subshell with the capacity of 2 electrons, P subshell which can hold 6 electrons, D subshell which can hold 10 electrons, and F subshell which can hold 14 electrons. So in this way, fourth shell N shell is divided into 4 subshells S, P, D and F. As I have told you, first shell can hold only 2 electrons, and both the electrons will be present in its one and only subshell, that is S subshell. Second shell can hold 8 electrons. These 8 electrons will be divided in 2 subshells, 2 in S subshell and 6 in P subshell. So 2 plus 6 makes 8. In third shell, electrons are divided like 2 in S, 6 in P and 10 in D. 2 plus 6 plus 10 makes 18 electrons, which is the capacity of M shell. Similarly, fourth shell capacity is 32 electrons, and these 32 electrons are divided like this: in S 2 electrons, in P 6 electrons, in D 10 electrons and in F 14 electrons. 2 plus 6 plus 10 plus 14, total 32 electrons. Now I'll tell you what is electronic configuration. It is the arrangement of electrons in subshells around the nucleus of any atom. The arrangement of electrons in shells is known as electronic arrangement, and the arrangement of electrons in subshell is known as electronic configuration. If you will fill electrons in these subshells S, P, D, F, this is known as electronic configuration. Now I'll tell you how we can write electronic configuration, or how we can fill electrons in these subshells. I have told you how shells are divided in different subshells, like first shell in one subshell, second shell in two subshells. I have written over here till 7 shell. So this is the division of shells into subshells. Now in this diagram you can see all the shells must contain S subshells. So how will we differentiate that this S subshell belongs to either third shell or the fifth shell? To differentiate, we write shell number with each subshell. Like with the subshell of first shell I have written 1. With the subshell of second shell I have written 2. And 2 I have written with the subshell P of second shell, because both the subshells belong to second shell. For subshells of third shell I have written 3 with each subshell just to differentiate. Similarly, I have written 4 with S subshell of fourth shell. I have written 4 with P subshell of fourth shell, and 4 with D subshell of fourth shell, and 4 I have written with F subshell of fourth shell. Similarly, I'll write number 5 with all the subshells of fifth shell, number 6 with all the subshells of sixth shell, and number 7 with the subshells of seventh shell. Now I'll tell you how we can fill electrons in each shell or in each subshell. There is a principle known as Aufbau principle. It gives us idea about filling electrons in these subshells. This principle states that an electron enters the subshell with lowest energy first, means the subshell having lowest energy, the electron will go in that subshell first, and from lowest to highest energy subshell electrons will be filled. So according to the energy of each subshell, electrons are filled like this. Means first of all, this arrow is showing you the way electrons are filled. First of all, electron will go in first subshell 1s2, which is having the lowest energy. Then electrons will go in 2s2. This 2s2 is having highest energy than 1s2. Then electrons will be filled in this way, first in 2p6 and then 3s2, because 2p6 is having lower energy than 3s2. Then electron will go in 3p6 and 4s2. The direction of the arrows are showing you from where till where electrons will be filled. In which subshell we have to fill the electron first of all, according to the energy difference. Then electrons will go in 3d, then 4p and 5s2. Similarly, after 5s2, electron will be filled in 4d10, 5p6 and 6s2. Then in 4f14, 5d10, 6p6 and 7s2. Then electrons will be filled like this. So the direction of the arrows here are showing the filling sequence of electrons in subshells. After drawing these types of arrows, we will get this sequence: 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d10, 4p6, 5s2, 4d10 and so on. You can write till end. If you see this arrangement, this 1s2 belongs to first shell, that is K shell, because 1 is written over here. And with these two subshells, 2s2 and 2p6, 2 is written, means these two subshells belongs to second shell, which is L shell, which can hold 8 electrons, and these 8 electrons are divided like this: 2 in S and 6 are in P subshell. Then these 3 subshells where 3 is written, these 3 subshells belong to third shell, that is M shell. Now you will see an upset over here. All these 3 subshells of third shell are not written together. This 4s2 written in the center according to the energy sequence, because the energy of 4s2 is lower than the energy of 3d10. Therefore, it will come before 3d10. It will be written over here before 3d10. So first of all, 8 electrons will be filled in M shell, although its capacity is 18 electrons, but 8 electrons will be filled in 2 subshells of third shell, M shell. Then 2 electrons will be filled in fourth shell and in S subshell of fourth shell. Then again electrons will be filled in third shell to complete the capacity of third shell. 10 electrons will go in 3D, third subshell of third shell. In this way, the capacity of third shell will be fulfilled, which is 18 electron. But first 8 electrons will be filled in M shell, then 2 electrons will be filled in N shell, and then remaining 10 electrons will be filled in M shell again. This upset is because of the energy difference of these subshells. Energy of 4s2 is lower than the energy of 3d10, and according to this above principle, we have to fill electrons in the subshell with the lowest energy first. In my last video, I have told you about electronic arrangement. So let's write electronic arrangement of calcium, which is having 20 electrons. 2 electrons will be filled in its K shell, then 8 in L shell, then 8 in M shell, and 2 in N shell. So electronic arrangement will be K2, L8, M8 and 2. Here you can see capacity of third shell, M shell, is 18, but only 8 electrons are filled in this shell. Then 2 have filled in fourth shell. Calcium is having only 20 electrons, so total it has become 22 plus 8 plus 8 plus 2 is equals to 20 electrons. After N2, if any element is having more than 20 electrons, after N2 we will write M10 here again. Therefore, we usually use electronic configuration for showing arrangement of electrons around the nucleus. Mostly electronic configuration SPDF is used. Now I'll tell you how to write electronic configuration of some elements. You have to remember the sequence: 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d10, 4p6, 5s2, 4d10. If you cannot learn this sequence, you can simply draw that previous diagram which I have shown you with the arrows to get this sequence. So if you learn this sequence, you can easily write electronic configuration for any element. Let's write electronic configuration of carbon, which is having 6 electrons. This is the symbol of carbon. Atomic number is written over here, and in my last video I have told you atomic number is the number of protons in any atom, and number of protons are always equals to number of electrons. So this atomic number also gives you an idea about number of electrons present in any atom. So carbon is having 6 electrons. Now fill 6 electrons in these subshells. How will you fill? The electronic configuration for carbon will be 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. You have to fill 6 electrons. First of all, you will write first subshell 1s2. Only 2 electrons can come in this subshell, so you have filled 2 electrons over here. Then second subshell is 2s2 in this sequence, so you have written 2s2, and here also only 2 electrons can be filled. 2 we have filled in 1s2, 2 we have filled in 2s2, so now total 4 electrons we have filled. After 2s2 in this sequence, 2p we have to write. 2p we have written but not 6, because capacity of 2p is 6 electrons, but in case of carbon, after filling these 4 electrons over here, we have only 2 electrons left. So we can fill 2 electrons, remaining 2 electrons in 2p. So the electronic configuration will become 1s2, 2s2, 2p2 for 6 electrons. Let's see another example. Oxygen atom. Its atomic number is 8, so you have to write electronic configuration for 8 electrons. Means you have to fill 8 electrons now in these subshells. So we will follow this sequence. First of all, starting from 1s2, let's fill 8 electrons in this sequence. So it will be 1s2, 2s2, 2p4, total 8 electrons. So here now I have written 4, because in case of oxygen there are only 8 electrons. 4 we have already filled over here in these two subshells, so remaining 4 we will fill in 2p. Let's see another example of potassium with atomic number 19. Means now you have to fill 19 electrons in this subshells. You will follow this sequence for filling 19 electrons. So the electronic configuration for potassium will be 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s1. These are total 19 electrons. Let's see how. 1s2, 1s2, total 4 electrons, 2p6. Till here we have filled 10 electrons. 2 plus 2 plus 6, 10 electrons. Now we have to fill 9 more electrons. So after 2p, 3s is written in this sequence, which can hold only 2 electrons. So we have written 3s2 here. Now we have filled 12 electrons. We have to fill 7 more electrons. So after 3s is 3p, which can hold 6 electrons. So we have written 3p6. Till here we have filled 16 electrons. We have to fill 1 more electron. Next will be 4s. So we have written 4s over here. But in case of potassium, 1 electron is left only. So it will be filled in this 4s. It will become 4s1. So electronic configuration of potassium will be written like this. Now it's time for some homework. For homework, your first question is state 3 differences between shells and subshells of an atom. Your second question is write electronic arrangement of following elements. This question is related to my previous video in which I have told you how to write electronic arrangement. So for these elements you have to write electronic arrangement. Sodium with 11 electrons, potassium with 19 electrons. Right now I have written electronic configuration SPDF for potassium, but now you have to write electronic arrangement KLM for potassium. Third element, chlorine with 17 electrons and boron with 5 electrons. So for these 4 elements you have to write electronic arrangement. Third question for your homework is give electronic configuration for following elements. Now you have to write configuration SPDF for these elements. Nitrogen with 7 electrons, fluorine with 9 electrons, calcium with 20 electrons and sulfur with 16 electrons. Now how will you submit your homework to me? It is very simple. Write all the answers on any paper. Take the picture of that paper with your mobile phone. Do not forget to write your name on that paper. Or if you are solving the paper on your computer, so you can take a screenshot also from your computer. After taking picture, send that picture through WhatsApp to me. WhatsApp number you will find in description of this video. Hope you understood everything. If you have to ask any question, you can ask me in comments. Please subscribe and like and share also my video. Thank you.